Today we're going to be testing out a 10 to 12 endurance charge self-casting discharge Templar Juggernaut. Being a Juggernaut, you have the ability to pretty much permanently maintain maximum endurance charges, because every time you would accumulate one endurance charge, it puts you at max. So with 10 to 12 endurance charges all of the time, then you should be able to just constantly cast Discharge. And it looks like I need to set up my skill bar a little bit here. We have Enduring Cry just in case. Let me run down this. This is not my suggested dagger. I would think anything with good spell damage. Saffell's frame for the maximum resist, basically. Plus it has a little bit of spell damage. Devoto's devotion is mainly for the movement speed, because I hate walking slow. And then I have Enduring Cry there for just in case, and to start out. You have to cast Enduring Cry. You could also use Doedre's Elixir. Righteous Fire, like I said, I'll be using later, and I'm actually using Righteous Fire for the spell damage, but it's an added bonus that it has the the fire degen, the burn. 2 Kaom's rings, mostly for the endurance charges. It's also nice that it has some strength and life on them. However, I think ideally you would corrupt these, get rid of the life, and hope for endurance charges. The amulet was just for life and resist. As for discharge, I have linked fire penetration, obvious because we're going to have 10 to 12 endurance charges, it's fire damage. Controlled destruction, because we're not worried about crit, we want the spell damage. Iron Will is for the spell damage plus the spell damage from strength. And then Culling Strike, I'm not actually using for the call, but because it's just a straight up increased percent damage. Belt was for resistance in life. The boots are resistance in life, and we have cast when damage, Taken-Immortal, call, increased duration. The gloves were life and resistance, and we have Blasphemy and Warlord's Mark to also help maintain our endurance charges. For a weapon, you could also use Realm Ender and not use a one-handed shield. And Realm Ender will give +4 level to discharge, so it should be a good boost in deeps. So let's get to seeing how this does. I think it actually does pretty well, other than it just failed to keep. Oh, I didn't cast Blasphemy. Now it should do well. See how it's pretty much maintaining 10 endurance charges. And it does fail sometimes. I lose them, but that's why I have Enduring Cry. See, I lost him right there. Just Enduring Cry, and I'm back at it. Also, I'd like to carry 1 or 2 Doedre's Elixirs, because they're instant, and Enduring Cry has a cast time. And I think that would help on bosses a little bit too, because if you don't have the mobs to kill, you don't have charges. Like, I won't be able to fight Vol here, because there won't be enough mobs to maintain my charges. Oh, nice. But it absolutely destroys trash mobs, though. Boom. Just for the fun of it, we'll hit Vol once. Wish I had a couple of Doedre's Elixirs. Those spiders even when they're rare, die easy, pretty much no matter what. No matter what their mods are. But these are also easy trash mobs, so I guess it doesn't really show how well it's going to do. Obviously it's not going to be any lab runner or anything either. Because again, you can't really maintain charges for boss fights. But for a fun hipster build, it works out pretty well. And who knows, maybe once it is up to par, it'll do a lot more damage. Just wanted to kill that guy. There. So that's the end of that. Like I said, I think it does really well. It's going to have something like 200% life, almost 10.5 regen. It's got Saffell's frame. All of that will help maintain Righteous Fire. And it's got movement speed on the boots, which could be higher. It's got movement speed on Devoto's Devotion, and on a little bit on the tree. Puts me right around 48%. And overall, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun playing this. So, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. If not, don't. And I will see you in future videos.